Today, I'm going to show you how I have my GoPros set up that allow me to fish all day without changing SD cards, without running out of battery, and without having to wear a chest camera all day long. Let's get right into it. So this is my rear-facing GoPro mount. This is a Kayak boomstick. It's on a lock and load mount back here, so it's easy to take on and off if you need to. The GoPro mounted way back here for that over the shoulder. I don't run batteries in my GoPros when I'm out on the water. I'll run a cable like this one that's wrapped around here a million times. I'll get you guys a closer view in a second. That runs down to a homemade battery box with a USB port in it. The problem with running GoPro batteries is they overheat every 5 minutes. You're changing them out constantly. And that's just not what I want to do while I'm out on the water. That sucks. The whole purpose of this whole thing is to be able to constantly fish and not have to worry about your filming. You don't want your filming to take away from your experience at all. So this will give you the over the shoulder shot you see here. There we go. There's a big. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. And also stays out of the way of all my tackle, rods, anything else. When you're out on tournament day, you do not want to be fighting with GoPros. You want to try to fish. That's how I have this set up. I'll give you guys a closer look here. There's that Kayak lock and load mount, so you can just unhinge it, take it off, put it back on, lock it up when you go to see it. Little pro tip, put a little, when you get it lined up and you get that perfect shot that you want, use a little paint marker and line it up just for simplicity. When you get back out on the water, you can just plug it right into where you had it before and off you go. This cable runs to a battery box that just sits back here. Normally I have a 9 amp hour battery in it and a custom USB port down there, and that winds up and around to my GoPro, and that's how I power it all day without having to change any batteries, anything like that. And that'll run the over the shoulder shot. Just a side note, to run for up to 10 hours, you are going to need the 256 gigabyte SD cards for your GoPros. They're a little bit more expensive, but you won't run out of memory on the water. I mean, unless you're out there for like 12 hours. But if you're just fishing a tournament or trying to get out and get some footage and stuff like that, they'll last you a long time. And that's my front GoPro right there. That's just hooked to a standard GoPro clamp flex joint. You can get it right at Walmart. Yet again, I don't run batteries in any of my GoPros. So that cord goes from there down. Yeah, let me get this stuff out of the way. Into the front hatch, and that just runs off a USB that connects to the Dakota lithium battery that runs all my electronics. And then that's how I slave that, so I don't have to run a battery in it. They will overheat. There's a big baby right there. That's the fish we're looking for on the crankbait at about 12 feet deep. Whoa! You monster. And that is pretty much the short and sweet of the whole thing. There's really not that much to it. I just recommend the Kayak boomstick out back. Just your standard GoPro mount in the front. Don't run GoPro batteries in them. Take them out of there and then slave them to an external battery, like the battery box I built in the back or the battery box I built up front. And then you're good to go. It won't take away from any of your experience at all. This is rigged out just like I would tournament day, ready to rock and roll. You don't have to wear a chesty that's getting in the way or getting hung up or that you got to constantly adjust. Nothing like that. Nothing's on you. No cords running through the kayak. Just keep it simple, don't get over the top with it, and you'll do just fine. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and more videos soon. I can't get out on the water, there's about a foot of snow out there right now, but when I do, you guys will be the first to know.